What's going on, y'alls? I think we're live. So what we're doing today is I'm going to start a new thing called How Was Your Week? Where I'll have a special guest come on here. It could be you next week if you want to join us. And we'll talk about how we stayed sober all week. Today we're going to have a special guest. His name's Paulie Pinch. I'm just waiting for him to log in and log on. As soon as he does, he will be here and you guys can ask him questions. How's it going out there? Who's on here with us? I'm texting him right now. He'll tell me hit that link. Hit that link. There we go. Maybe I need to send it to him again. As soon as he logs on, we'll have him pop in, introduce himself, and tell us how he's doing. And this will be the theme. We'll talk about how the week went. And if you want to join us next Friday, just shoot me a let me put my email address on here, and you guys can get a hold of me whenever you want. Move my keyboard. Recovering Addict 8 at gmail.com. So if you'd like to come on here live one day and talk with me about how your week went and see and see what you struggled with, what you did to stay sober, if you had character defects. So he's trying to figure out how to get on this link. He said he's not very technologically savvy, so it might take a second here to get him in here, but that's okay. So every Friday night, tell me what you think about that. Every Friday night, we jump on here. One of you guys, one of anybody. Oh, he's watching. You're watching. That's you right there. Hold on. Let me just throw it in there then. Let me just throw it in there. What's that? Click that button, Paulie. Join me. That should work. Can you hear me good? Ooh, look at that. Here he comes. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Paulie.
Hold on. You're backstage. Oh, hold on. There we go.
What up?
Yeah. Say something. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Really? Can you hear that?
No.
I have no audio. Is your phone turned up?
Everyone can see and hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, but I can't hear you. I can't hear what you're saying.
Let me ask if I have any audio. Hold on, let me check my microphone.
Hold on. I'm gonna leave and go back on. You can hear me. You can hear me, right?
I can hear you,
okay.
yeah.
Let me X out and then go back on.
Yeah, my microphone should be working just fine.
Camera or access camera. So let me see. Leave.
Yeah, Troy can hear me. Yeah. What's up, Troy? Yeah, so he said he's not too technically savvy, so we'll see what happens here. But this is going to be a new Friday night stream, 8 o'clock Mountain. If you want to jump on here with me and we'll talk about the week, introduce yourself, tell us your struggles, your stories, how you stayed sober, and all of that good stuff. And then we'll talk about the last week, because I'll tell you about my last week. I've been struggling this whole week. If you saw, I made that video on perspective. I woke up Monday feeling that way, so that's kind of why I made that video. 10 here, huh? Well, you're out east as well. A bunch of out easters. I know Paulie's out east. It's 10 o'clock where he's at too. But on Friday, hey, Troy, you think you'd ever want to jump on here and say what's up? And we'll mess with it. This is just a test run. If this Friday thing will even work, and see if people want to tune in on Friday night. I don't know if Friday night live will be a good one, or if maybe we should do it on Thursdays, or I don't know. What days do you guys think would be the best? You still there, Paulie? There he is. Now he's backstage again. Can you hear me? Hold on. Technical difficulties. You muted yourself, it says. Just push that button and it says mute. You got to hit this unmute button. Let me show you what I'm looking at. See how it's muted? You got to unmute it. I don't know. Just hit that audio cam thing and then unmute it. Now he vanished. Nope, you got to hit the audio one. I tried to unmute you and it's told me no. I'll let him figure that out while we chit chat. Oh, look at this. He's joined on a different thing.
Not there.
There you go.
Okay. All right. Are we in?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah. All right. We are.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. All right. So what's going on? How
Good.
is it down there?
It's good. The weather's a little chilly today. We're expecting rain, but not too bad. It's actually getting warm.
I don't have the fancy setup like you and Sober James has. So, but I'll just go with it, I guess, you know.
Oh, we got another guy backstage who wants to join us.
Oh,
you know Troy?
Come on in, Troy.
What's going on, man? What's up, guys?
What up?
What up?
Hey, Troy. How you doing, buddy?
Just got done watching. Pretty good about yourself, man.
Good. Not too bad. Can't complain. My name's Paul. As you can see,
Troy.
Paulie Pinch. Paulie Pinch. Where you?
Oh, you in a pinch.
Where you from, Troy?
Augusta, GA.
Well, we're all over the place today, huh?
Where you at, Paulie? In New Jersey?
Well, yes, I was born and raised in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and then I moved to New Jersey around 96, 97. I was 16, 17 when I moved over. So Jersey's an odd state, let's say. It's expensive.
Yeah.
It's so small, but there's like 8 million people in New Jersey. It's the highest car insurance. Like, it's there's a lot of people in New Jersey, so it's different, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to McDonald's. I was telling LT in the past, I put 35 pounds on in 2 months.
Wow.
Yeah, I was down to 138, and I'm 175. And 175 is my good weight. So, but I've been eating, man. I had 2 Big Macs, a McDouble, some French fries. Yeah. I've been eating. So.
That's awesome.
How you guys feeling mentally? Like motivated or not as sad or angry as you once were in the past? You know.
Day's 121 for me, so
that's awesome.
Went to the meeting yesterday. Got a pat on the back from the sponsor.
Good.
Yeah, this week's been tough for me. I've been freaking struggling. I don't know what it is, but like work has been driving me insane. I've just been like having this angry depression. I don't know if that's what you want to call it. It's more like resentment. I can't stand the place. So I've been getting pissed off. Then I was walking through the beer aisle yesterday, and it was flirting with me. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, it's calling your name.
No,
huh?
you need to stay away from the M&Ms.
Yeah. Those damn M&Ms got me.
It is a sickness, man. You know, you look at, like you said, the beer aisle, and you know, it can happen like that. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, I do this every time. I'm just sticking around.
I do like what you said, LT. PTA, pause, think, act.
Yeah, that's a good
You know,
tool.
me, I have to slow down in ways. You know, slow down my thinking, slow down my thought processes or whatever. It's hard work,
It is hard work.
but you know, it's I yeah, I'm feeling more motivated, getting things done, and energy. You know, getting energized. So I just passed 420. So 66, something like that, 66 days or whatever.
Nice. Here's where I'm at. I got a counter on my app. I don't know if I've showed you guys this before. There's when I quit drinking.
Okay.
I should have 207, but then I relapsed. And so I'm at I'm at 160.
Yo, guys, hang on a second. I heard something.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
I'm gonna throw him backstage for a minute and hang out with Troy. Did you just watch that video with James?
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, he was talking a lot in that one.
Yeah, he was. That doctor seems smarter than smart. Too smart for me. Hey, Raina.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Yeah, he definitely seemed like he was, hey, everyone. Yeah, he definitely seemed like he didn't get much chance to talk.
Yeah, James was talkative that night. Hey, Nicole. Yeah, so Troy, this is what my plan kind of was. Is on Friday nights at 8. I'm trying to coordinate around other YouTube channels that go live. Like I don't want to hit James or Nicole's, but maybe 8 o'clock my time every Friday night, have people pop on with me and we can just discuss what we did throughout this week, any struggles we had, the tools. Like my struggle this week was that resentment. Resentment's, according to AA, was the number one cause of relapse. And that it was work. It's just work is driving me nuts. But maybe I'm not being honest. I was being, stuck in self-pity when I go back through my character defects and do my inventory. Wow, I was being a crybaby.
Mine is this coronavirus, man, and how it's making everybody freak out.
Yeah, dude, calm down.
My wife, she's a pharmacist here at Kroger, and they're actually stealing the toilet paper out of the bathroom.
Oh my gosh.
Out of the public restroom.
That's pathetic.
You gotta be pretty bad if you're gonna steal toilet paper.
I don't know why it's the toilet paper that's going. You'd think the food would go. It's starting to go now. I went shopping yesterday. I was like, well, we better stock up for maybe to hunker down for a couple of weeks. And went
all the potted meat, all the tuna fish, chicken, even all the ramen's on.
Ramen was gone. Yeah, I saw that too.
Ramen's gone. People are freaking out, man.
I'm more worried about the panic everybody's going through than I am the virus. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. I mean, hand sanitizer, don't touch your face.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah.
Wash your hands. That's the biggest thing. Wash your hands.
Hey fellas, real quick. All right, today's Friday. A few nights ago, my mom fell.
Ooh.
And she hit her head and she was in a daze. And I'm downstairs, my mom's upstairs, and I heard something, and my mom fell again. But she said she's all right. So yeah. She said she's all right, and she looked all right. I think she just kind of but it's okay. It's okay. Yeah,
Sweet.
there's a lot going on this side of the pond with me, my mother, and my brother. Just so. But so if you guys pray, my mom's name's Christine, so say a prayer for my mom. So,
okay, definitely. I'm sure everybody will.
Thank you.
I think health means everything in life. I think it's the most important thing, like family and health, you know?
Yeah.
So, and happiness. Happiness means a lot.
Soda.
You know,
For
being
sure.
happy. Oh. But
Yeah, I
hey, I
hope the
heard,
best, man. My mother-in-law passed away last year. She fell and broke her hip.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
you know, oh, listen to this, guys. Listen to this. I heard a story that seven teenagers were smoking a joint. 5 went to the hospital and 2 of them died because the weed was laced with fentanyl.
Oh, wow. That doesn't
So
surprise me at all.
they're putting fentanyl in everything. I mean, who would ever think smoking a joint? You know, like it's scary shit, man. It's scary out there. You know, but that's I don't know.
That's how I lost a friend last year.
Fentanyl?
Fentanyl.
No, she was shooting up
Ooh.
heroin and fentanyl. She had a speedball and OD'd in her
Oh
mom's
yeah.
OD'd in her mom's bathroom.
Damn it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean, had not been long, got out of prison for heroin. I never did it. I never did that shit. That was no.
No, me neither. I was a meth addict and a drunk.
Nah. No, I've never done heroin.
Hey, does this look familiar?
Yep. Did he smoke it? Oh, that wasn't free. That was a choking carpet.
Yeah. Wait a minute. That wasn't that. That was something else.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
You damn sure be on your knees looking for.
I heard I had not been paying attention to the coronavirus, but I heard they canceled the NBA.
They just shut all the schools down around here where we're at.
They shut down the AA meetings around here.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Us
no
too.
AA
They
meetings.
backed the meetings around here down to just one.
Oh, wow. They governor got on and said no meetings over 100 people, so all the churches around here are canceling. And then he just came out about 4:00 today and said all the schools are shut off for 2 weeks. And we got 4 kids. So
Wow, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a long time for school.
yeah.
They canceled the Masters this year. They
Yeah.
Oh wow. Huh.
Yeah, I got a buddy of mine rented his house out. He was gonna make like $4,500 for that 1 week.
Oh, wow.
They canceled on him.
Dang it.
Screwed him
Wow.
all up.
Yeah, it's scary, man. You don't know. You don't know what's going to happen. Or when it's going to happen. Or I heard Tom Hanks has it. Tom Hanks.
Yeah. Tom Hanks. That Utah Jazz basketball player, he started touching all the microphones and as a joke, and it turns out he's got it.
Oh my God! Wow! Wow!
Shut down
Not
the NBA.
good.
Yeah.
Not good.
Hey, LT, are you the only person that can see what everyone's writing like down on the bottom screen? Because I see Merck,
Yeah.
Stalinsky, TM, Hey Cindy.
Yeah.
But can you read
I can read all the comments. I don't know if you guys can see them, but if they say something to you, I'll throw it up on the screen and not throw up, but I'll put it up on the screen. I'll put it up on the screen and boom, like this one right here. Hey, y'all, finally made a live feed. Right on, Matt.
Yeah, I'm not that intelligent with technology or computers. I got my first computer in 1998. I was 18. So
They had computers back then?
I think they did. And they had Nintendo too. Mike Tyson's Punch.
Come on, dude. I'm 44 now. All right.
How old are you,
So-
Paulie?
I'm 40.
Me too.
Yeah,
We're all in
I'll
our
be
40s.
40,
You just got a little more gray, Troy, than the rest of us.
Yeah, I see that. I got a haircut today, and I got a shave because, see, like right here, he cut it all down, so I got a shave, and Got
Nice.
myself a good haircut today. A haircut can make a person feel really good,
If you got hair to
I
cut.
agree.
if you
I
got
agree
hair
with
to
her.
cut.
Just the stress from all the people freaking out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw a guy driving around with his windows down, but he had the gas mask on with the 2 cylinders on the side.
Oh, he's getting
Yeah,
crazy, huh?
Well, remember 9/11 with the shit in the mail, the asbestos or
Anthrax?
no, anthrax. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah, people were going. Ah, not everyone LT is 40. Well, you look like you're 22, Rena.
How old are you, Rada? You want to tell us?
Ooh, you asked a woman her age?
Yeah. That's why we're live. I can hide behind the camera.
Yeah, I can high five the camera.
So did you guys go through anything crazy this week that you triggers? Because we're all pretty young in sobriety. 120. I'm at 150. I think that's what it said. And Paulie, how long you been sober?
60 some days. 420.
Oh yeah, we're all struggling. Shit.
Me, it's still
Thoughts.
dreams, man.
Thoughts.
Dreams?
Yeah, it's still dreams.
Yeah.
Not
I've
being
had-
able to sleep.
Yeah, I can't. Like, I'll start to doze off, and then all of a sudden I'll wake up, and then I'm just restless for like another hour and a half.
I've had a few
Facebook.
dreams a week or two ago.
Facebook in bed for a little bit.
Yeah.
I've been smoking a lot of cigarettes lately.
Yeah.
I've been like chain smoking. So
Man, when I was in treatment, I was a 30-day program. I went to 2 cartons.
Holy
well,
cow.
yeah, 20 packs.
And that's with a Juul and a Enjoy vape.
Hey, Troy, how much does a pack of cigarettes cost where you live?
I can get 2 packs of Camel for about $11.20.
Yeah, they're 2 packs. Well, they're about $9.87 in New Jersey a pack. So I got 2 packs. It was $19.02. Two packs. So
Dang.
yeah, Jersey's not cheap, man. Jersey's not cheap. It's
No.
pretty expensive. Property taxes, car insurance. Yeah, it's not cheap. And I'll tell you what, Jersey has a ton of money because we got Atlantic City gambling.
Oh yeah.
So that generates a lot of money.
Another addiction.
But right now, I'm 20 minutes away from Philadelphia, so I just got to cross the bridge, and that's Philadelphia. So, but Philly's a big city, man. A lot of people, a lot of land. It's that's about it,
Yeah.
But Jersey's weird because it got North Jersey, Central Jersey, South Jersey, and it's a lot of North Jersey is kind of like New York in ways, because it's very close, so. But
Yeah, they could actually see the tower.
Yes, yeah. But in parts of Jersey, you can see a lot of stuff from New York and all.
So what's your
But,
story? I was gonna say, what's your story, Paulie? How'd you get all hooked up and addicted? What was your drug of choice and all that stuff?
You know what? I just listen to this real quick, man. The movie Titanic was on a couple of weeks ago, and that came out in 1997. So I was dating a girl. Mary, in 1997, 97 and 98. I was 17 and 18. And of course, she dumped me. And she dumped me. We broke up. And she said, Paul, you would rather drink with your friends on the weekends than spend time with me. And that was 23 years ago.
There's the
You know what I
microwave.
mean? Like, and that was 23 years ago. Like, yeah, Paul, you would rather drink with your friends than spend time with me. And looking back on it, like, well, like that's 23 years ago. I was 17. Now I'm 40. Just the same shit, Like it's off and on for 27 years. Yeah, I guess I started drinking at 13, 14. I started drinking with my friends, and then I had times of sobriety in my life and all, but off and on, yeah, 27 years.
Wow. Drinking the whole time? Or were you any other drugs and stuff?
Not in the early years, not in the teenage years, just pot, but nothing heavy like cocaine or whatever. But in the 20s, cocaine every now and then, and But to see, the thing is, my friends and I were exactly alike. Meaning, like, all right. So the neighborhood I grew up in, I was going to bars when I was 14 years old. So I would go to a bar at the age of 14 and sit in a bar and drink at the age of 14 because it was accessible. The cops really didn't care. It was a shithole neighborhood. If there's 10, 14, 15-year-olds walking into a shit bar where there's only 2 or 3 people drinking, at the bartender, that's a lot of money. But back in the 90s, things were more, I guess, accessible. You really didn't get in trouble as much.
But I'm glad.
So,
I'm glad I did all the stuff in my early 20s that I did without the cell phone footage and cameras, because I did anything that was in front of me.
Yeah. And you know what's people with the cell phones and all, like, yo, go punch that guy in the face, I'll videotape you. Okay. And then the cops say it, the FBI, like, come on, man. Like, how dumb
Stupid,
are you?
huh? Yeah, we're constantly on tape now.
That's
funny. Everywhere's cameras.
Yeah. But I think you were saying something that you were thinking about your past, LT. Like, I saw your video, like, that's where I sold mud pies and that's where I broke the windows or something. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I've been looking back on my past, the teenage years and everything, sure.
Did the same thing you did. Broke into the house next door.
Did you really?
Yeah, that was
not joking at all.
Yeah,
same scenario. Same scenario and everything. Friend says, "Oh, they're going on vacation."
Yeah. Wow.
But it was just to get a bag of weed, so it was like we just busted in there, and the next thing we know, there was, he had alcohol everywhere. So we stole alcohol and then enough to go buy a bag, and that was it.
Oh wow.
We didn't get to the point like you did, but
yeah, I was tweaking, boy. I was doing whatever's any idea, whatever the addict put in my head to get that next bag of meth. I was okay. Let's do it.
Alcohol is so accessible, and it's so Americans love alcohol.
Oh yeah.
The teenage years, legally at the age of 21 to the age of 50, bars, clubs. Americans love alcohol, man. It's big business.
So are cigarettes.
Yeah, cigarettes, now the vape. When I was tweaking, though, I didn't drink. I used to drink and smoke weed all the time before I started meth. But once I found meth, I fell in love, and that's the only thing I did.
Oh, listen to this.
I never did
even
meth.
better. It gets even better. I was going to my doctor, and he was, talking to me all the time about trying to quit drinking. And one of the things he did was give me Klonopins.
Oh, wow. Okay.
What made it even better is my healthcare insurance decided, well, it's cheaper for us to go ahead and get your 30-day supply at once. I mean, give you 90-day supply at once instead of you getting it every 30 days. So you're giving an alcoholic and an addictive personality a bottle of candy.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
So there towards the end of my career, I was drinking, smoking ice, and popping Klonopin. So I didn't know if I was coming or going.
Right.
Exactly.
I thought I was coming.
Sure.
My wife got so mad at me one day because I thought I was being hacked. I mean, I took every piece of electronic out of the house, taped up the cameras on computers.
Oh yeah.
Had the echo spot totally completed. I thought I was hearing, people were in the floor and
This one time, I used to get followed when I was on when I started getting really deep into meth in the crowd over here in Ogden. There was undercover cops. They had follow and just take notes of where everybody was going, you know. And I was tell my sober friends, I'm like, they follow me. Oh, boy, you're twacked out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll prove it. So I proved it one day. We were driving, and I'm like, hey, watch. And I flipped into this trailer park that only had one way in, one way out, and we hauled butt through the middle, and I parked. And sure enough, man, 3 cars came right by us, and they had their interior lights on and their notepads, and they were right. And I was like, I told you. We walked out in the middle of the street. And
Oh, wow.
but they were just note takers. I found out later that they were like retired police officers and volunteers, and they would just follow people from house to house and take notes on activity. And then pretty soon after that, the strike force is what they called them out here, would have a raid and bust them.
Yeah. You know, I heard I've never done meth, but around here, Philadelphia area, meth is becoming more popular than it was in the past couple of years.
Well, it's an epidemic down here in the South. Yeah.
Yeah, it is here too.
I was doing ice, and that, you know, that's much purer, and you trust me, you were up for days. And then on top of that, you know, I was freebasing. I wasn't actually, you know, snorting it. That's one of the reasons why I could never really get into doing cocaine, because I never liked snorting anything.
Okay.
And so here in that, I mean, it'd be shards like that, and it would be just crystal clear.
I never saw meth. I never saw meth face to face.
Wow.
It's not, my friends didn't do it. I've never seen it. It's just not that popular, I guess. Well, maybe for the 25-year-olds or whatever, I guess. I don't know, you know. But I heard they're putting fentanyl in that too.
Yeah, I'm glad we did the drugs we did, because nowadays, like you said, things are being laced with fentanyl. Weed's not even weed anymore. It's who knows what the hell it is.
It's laced with fentanyl. It's like whenever I was in treatment, there was a lady that came in there that was laced with Percocet.
Jeez.
Yeah,
Wow.
I can't understand why you would lace, you know, weed with Percocet, but
yeah, that's just nap time. Good night.
Yeah, well, I mean, for me, I mean, I had a leg injury when I played football in high school.
Okay.
And tore my inner and outer, and that's where I kind of got started, because, you know, this was '93, you know, my senior year.
Okay.
God, I'm old.
Yeah.
And tore my inner and outer AC, you know, and I wound up having to have surgery done on it.
Oh,
And
wow.
that's how I got addicted to meth, because whenever in late in my career is because that's how I did on Percocets. It was like, all right, I'm ready to go.
Oh, wow.
And that's the way it always. And I wouldn't eat either. I would take like 2 Percocets,
Yeah, sure.
and I wouldn't eat for shit.
Yep.
Yeah, I believe it.
And then
How much time do you have, Troy? You said 120 days, right?
121 today. Sober dates 11/12/2019.
How are you guys sleeping at night?
Me, it's sporadic. I'm actually my wife a couple of days ago actually bought a real mild Kroger sales. It's a real mild sleeping aid, because that's what's crazy now is, you know, because I got kidney stones, and she was like, yeah, I had one that was a 10 millimeter, boy. They had to put me on the table twice for that joker. Lady that was taking the x-rays, she was like, you're working? I was like, bills don't stop. But she was like, you know, anytime that we got to take you, we got to tell the doctor right up the rip, you're a recovering addict. No, there was no fun. You're a recovering addict, so they either got to go ahead and put you on the table, or you're going to be in some serious pain. I was like, you don't understand what a kidney stone feels like, dude.
Yeah, I heard that's one of the worst pains ever. I've never had one.
Oh man, it's horrendous. It's horrendous.
It's not fun.
It gives you a true understanding what women go through for pregnancy, because that's what a doctor told me. Yes. It was like, this is like the male version of pregnancy, and I was like, if that is so, I give it top nod to every woman that's had kids, because there ain't no way in hell I'd have kids.
Nope.
No
Me
way,
neither.
man. Because what's even better is it's a little spiky ball trying to go down that little thin tube.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not fun, man. Oh my God, you want to hear something? Oh man, I'll tell you a crazy
Yeah,
story.
she's right. The pill counterfeiting. Yeah, you got to watch out for that too.
Well, speaking of sleeping, I got about 2.5 hours of sleep. Anyway, that's beside. And I'm looking at my eyes, and they look like black.
Like
Well,
mine.
anyway, so check this out, man. Listen to this story. There was a doctor in my old neighborhood in Philly, and there's a lot of corruption. Pharmacists, doctors, it's cash money. Well, there was
Pill
this
mill.
doctor, and may he rest in peace, Dr. Portnoy, and he was wild. Anyway,
Job,
he
Alan.
would he would write prescriptions left and right for anything you wanted. He would just give it to you.
Good God, he looked like
Well,
he'd rip your head off.
like if you had a kidney stone, he would write you Dilaudid. Even though if you didn't need it, he would just write you Dilaudid. And well, anyway, he actually overdosed on his own medication. He he was taking he was just taking all these different types of medication, and he overdosed and died. But do you guys remember back around the pill mills in Florida
Mm-hmm.
back in like '08 maybe, how it got so big and then they cracked down on it?
Yeah.
I remember like people were coming from Boston down to Florida to get the prescription filled because Florida didn't have a tracking device. But do you guys remember that? Like all the pill mills down in Florida, people from Ohio, Kentucky were going down to Florida,
Mm-hmm.
like I think Broward County or whatever.
Yeah, I was out here
Just-
tweaking during that time, so I was
I
deep
watched
in the
a
dark dungeon.
documentary. I watched a documentary one time. It was about a pharmacist in
on
Louisiana.
Netflix.
Yeah,
Netflix, right?
about the pharmacist
Yeah.
in Louisiana. His son got killed buying crack, and then he
Yep.
went through all of
Exactly.
that, and then turned his attention to this lady who was running a pill mill.
Yep.
And they go up in her office and find where she's already got like stacks of already written prescriptions.
Mm-hmm. She was high as a kite too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. She
Daughter was
was.
all neglected. Just she's a typical addict. And that tells you right
Yeah.
there, even if you have an endless supply, it runs out. Because it
It's a
always
money-
runs out, man. I freaking hated that.
It's a
Oh,
money
yeah.
making racket, man. These doctors were making so much cash money.
Oh,
It's ridiculous. It
Still
really
are.
is. Yes,
It's
yeah,
like-
still are.
This one guy I was in treatment with, and how much he didn't do anything but pills, and how much he was spending on pills. I was,
Sure.
Mm-mm.
no way. It's like a 30 milligram Percocet. He was paying
Yeah.
$50 a pill for.
50?
Holy
Jesus
crap.
Christ.
Yeah, $50 a pill for it. I was like,
wow,
no.
for 30?
Mm-mm.
Oh my God.
I was like, no way.
I'll let you guys decide. Snickers or Reese's?
Snickers.
Reese's.
Reese's?
Reese's hands down, man.
I'm gonna go with the Reese's. I'll go with the Reese's.
I buy the 4-pack and keep them in the refrigerator. Got to eat them cold.
I still got a
God
bag of
almighty.
M&Ms by my bed.
That's a big dude, man. Good
Yeah.
God, that's a big dude.
Oh, he said he's 50. Did you say you're 51, Alan? You know he's benching 315 plus. Look at that
Oh,
chest.
I know one thing, you get out of his way.
Yeah. Well, you're 6'3", didn't you say, Troy?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm 6'3.5", so but either way, no, you still get out of his way. That's a big dude. My dad was 6'8", and I used to love walking behind him. Yeah, because people always like to see would part, and he was, yeah, people would move.
6'8".
Imagine
man,
he
that's
probably, imagine he gets that.
awesome. Oh yeah, for sure. Especially if he's got that grumpy look on his face.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
He's gonna be 52. Look how good he looks for 52. It's funny when
Are
you're
you serious?
when you
Keep
go through
rocking
it,
weight, man.
when you go through addiction and you come out the other side and your eyes open, how much more we exceed than the general population. A lot of people
Oh, yeah.
successful. We have a completely different, compassionate view on the world, and then just take charge, man. It's awesome.
I was looking at our numbers at my business, and since I've been out of treatment, our numbers are just
Really? Well, you got a business, you said?
appliance repair business.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, callbacks have drastically gone down. So
Dependable. Huh?
that's a good thing.
Yeah.
52 on April 12th. Hey, are you serious? $50 for a 30 milligram Percocet? And where's this at? Around you?
Yeah, it was here in Augusta.
That's
That's because you got all these elderly folks around here, and they'll go to their grandparents' house. They'll go to their grandparents' house, and he was telling me his grandma had like 2 or 3 knee surgeries, and his grandfather had a knee replacement. So it was like they had abundance of it.
Wow.
That's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, the most I ever got into those was 5s, and that's whenever I would pay like $5, or if I bought them in bulk, they would down to $3.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I was never into pain pills. I couldn't stand them. I got my ACL replaced from a snowboarding injury, and they gave me Percocets, and I took one. Hated it.
That's my father-in-law, man.
Yeah.
He's got a crushed spine. I mean, he's actually got the cement in his spine. And he can't take them.
Wow. Yeah, they made me sick.
Hey,
they made me run around the block.
Don't mind me, guys. I don't have the nice setup, and I got stuff all over, like candy and McDonald's, and also, and I'm on my iPad, so I'm kind of.
You sound like you're 60 days clean.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah. Welcome back to life.
I'm getting my brain back, you know. I'm getting my mind back, getting my brain back, and I'm getting my energy back and feeling motivated, you know. So it really damages the brain, man.
Yeah, it does. It dries it up, shrinks your front lobes. If you drink as much, how much were you drinking, Paul?
I wasn't really drinking that much. I mean, I wasn't, but it was more so the pills. You know, so
I was drinking almost a fifth a night for the last year.
A fifth? Oh, yeah. Come on, lightweight.
Well, I ain't 6'3". I ain't got no place to put it. I'm like 5'7".
I was doing a half gallon in 2 days.
Were you really?
Yeah, I was killing that brown water. I didn't drink beer. It was bourbon.
Yeah, I was black velvet whiskey.
Oh
God!
I love it. It is sweet.
They were making this stuff called Benchmark. It made Jack Daniels and Evan Williams and all those look. I mean, it was so smooth. I mean, it literally you could drink it like it was water. At least I could. Probably couldn't now, thank God. But I mean, that's what I would do. I would walk in the door, the bottle on the floor, shot glass on the table, and grab a soda. Shots. I never mixed it. It was.
Yep, I never mixed it either. I started off with
I watched that one where you sitting there with that bottle.
That's how I drink, man.
What was funny was when I was in treatment, my wife went through the house, and she was like, "Do you even realize how many bottles you had hid?" I was like, "Probably not." She was like, "I found 15 bottles. Some of them were completely unopened. Some of them were half. Some of them had, and then my second week in treatment, she's like, I went back through the house and she found 5 more.
Oh my God.
And wow. I did a little experiment for a while. I bought a still. So whenever I got out, I had to tell her, I was like, look, you got to go under the crawl space under the house because there's 2 gallons up under there. You got to get rid of that shit.
Dang, you took it seriously. Yeah, we had to clean out this house too when I went into treatment. So what kind of treatment did you go through, Troy?
I went through a 30-day treatment. It's called Bluff Plantation. Yeah, it's kind of Well, I mean, I was able to afford it. So basically, what it was, they had a main house and then they had cottages, and you stayed on property. They took all your electronics from you, and
Yeah.
you weren't allowed to do anything but go through and sit through all their their classes.
Yeah,
Hmm.
the
And
outside world.
yeah,
Yeah,
Did you work
yeah.
a 12
no,
program in there?
No, it was straight up. You spent 30 days on campus.
Hmm.
And the one thing I did like about that was is they brought the family members out, who could come, and they, taught them Al-Anon, and talked to them, gave them a little bit on how to deal with, us. They actually called them a form of addict because you've been putting up with an addict, so you're addicted to this person, so you're your own form of an addict.
Ah,
it does affect the whole family.
Oh,
definitely.
It really truly does. But because there's love there, there's love and there's care.
mhm.
It affects
Oh yeah.
the whole family.
I got blessed. I mean, we've this August 16th, we've been married for 11, been together for 16.
Nice.
And
Good for you.
this is the longest time I've been sober since we've been together.
Okay, keep it going, man. Keep it going.
Oh, I ain't got no plans on it because, man, I'm tired of it. I'm loving life now. I'm loving the way life is now.
How old are you again?
44.
44. Yeah, you're not 22 anymore. You know it
Mm-mm.
beat you up, man. It really beat you up.
Oh yeah, the physical wear. I mean, it's like I was talking to James last week. It was one guy joking with me. I'm going to hold the paper and shake it so you can write your name because I'm literally like this trying to write, and it was embarrassing.
I was embarrassed when my hands would shake too. They don't shake no
Mhm.
more though.
I just think of all the money, man,
Oh
between.
yeah.
God, dude. I mean, 22.95 every other day, and I mean, it wasn't a week thing. It was $22.95 every other day.
Yeah, that's why I didn't buy that expensive stuff because I drank it too fast. I was like,
That
give me the
wasn't
black pill.
expensive. That was buying a half gallon.
Oh, jeez.
Was literally. I still got I can't look at the one spot right here in front of me because that's where it would be. I got a pardon the mess, but I got a big oak table. You see, this is my
Yeah.
coffee table. Pardon the mess, but right there is where the bottle would sit. So.
Yeah, for me, I would come home traditionally and have my bottle. I would sit at my computer and I'd put it right behind the computer and learn how to edit and take all that stuff as I was drinking until I was just shit faced, and then all that went out the window.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's such
I
a
did a lot
bruise,
of
man.
crazy shit doing that stuff, man.
So how did you get clean, Paulie? Did you come off? Did you have to go to a treatment facility like we did, or?
I did go to a detox. 7 days. And then I came back, and I've been staying with my mom for that time because I'm scared. I'm not as scared as I was a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, and I broke a lot of trust. I broke a lot of trust, meaning like there's a 7-Eleven, which is a 5-minute drive away. So 5 minutes there, 5 minutes back. So I could just venture off for an hour, which I've done in the past. But I was on a very tight leash. I had to gain my trust back, which I am still doing. But just a tight leash. You know what I mean? And I had my brother look after me, and
Yeah, now's a good time for you to have people looking at you because you're at that critical moment. You're at that critical time where you got to have somebody.
Well, yeah, I needed a shadow. Basically, I needed my mother and brother to look after me. So, but still get I broke a lot of trust, man. Actions speak louder than words. You know,
Yep.
actions speak louder than words.
Oh yeah,
So,
we had a guy that sat there and he summed it up the best way that I understood. He was like, you walked in the woods with your addiction, people followed you. Now you're coming out of the woods, from your addiction. Those people are not coming directly out behind you because there's that mistrust. There's that, they got to see you do right. They got to see it's going to take a little while for them to get that trust back with you.
Yeah.
And what I like is how some people will and some people won't. That's what gets me. My own brother right now, he's still.
He won't talk to you?
Yeah. Because he's still active. He's still active. And I don't know if that's part of it, but me and him, doing some crazy stuff on the phone with him one night.
I got to the point. Go ahead, Paulie.
All right, real quick. Well, many months ago, I was very angry. I was very angry at myself. So as a result, I was rude towards others. Meaning, like, this was an incident. The cashier at Wawa. Wawa's like a convenience store. I don't know. You guys don't have Wawas around where you are. So, like a 7-Eleven.
Just a guitar pedal.
What is it? Guitar pedal?
Wow, 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 wow.
Jesus Christ, I never even thought of that. I never thought of that. I never heard anyone say that before, but I get it now. I'm gonna have to use that. So I went to Wawa, and the cashier made a minor mistake. And I somewhat raised my voice at him. I didn't curse at him, but I raised my voice and I said some things that I should not have out of anger because I was angry at myself. So, I don't know, not last night, the night before, Mike that I met in AA, Mike and I went out to get pizza before the meeting. And the cashier goes, "What's your name?" And I go, "Paul." She goes, "Paul?" I'm like, "Yeah, Paul, just like the apostle." And she kind of smiled and laughed, meaning I'm getting my personality back, and anger is going away. Like, because if she would have said, "What's your name?" "Paul." "Paul?" "Yeah, Paul."
Paulie, like Paulie Shore,
You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here. But like, baby,
I'm speaking French here.
Just baby steps, baby steps. And I see my personality coming back, my mannerisms, feeling more comfortable being around others, like just little things like that I'm noticing. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, baby steps, man. It's a process. It's a progress. It's a process, and it really does change your brain.
It's a mind-altering substance.
That rewires.
It's like with me. I got out November 12th. I got out of treatment November 12th, and I've been home. Me and my wife have yet to fight.
Oh, wow. Okay. I think, Fleece and I haven't either.
Before then, it was, cops were called.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
My son Link, the one that's always on the live feed on Tuesdays nights with
the
us.
one you made carry the bucket?
Yeah.
I didn't see that one.
Oh, no, that's Amos.
That's a good-looking shepherd you got, man.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, she's purebred. But Link, he's my youngest boy. He's the one that was in the accident, got his head crushed. He told me probably 2 months into my sobriety, he's like, "It sure is nice to have my real dad back and not my drunk dad."
Like, wow, really?
Yeah. I was pretty neglectful, man.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what my wife is experiencing now, because me being, a career alcoholic. That was my hobby. That was my life. And
yeah, if you're making a deal, that's definitely a hobby.
Yeah, I was, and it's like now she's like, I'm trying to get used to who you are because I've never really known this person.
My wife told me the same thing. I get to know you all over again, and then you kind of are getting to know her all over again too.
Oh yeah, Oh yeah.
She's
Oh
just
yeah.
walking on eggshells around us, and
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
oh yeah. You can just see all your stories just playing through your head.
Yeah. Yeah. There's one that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I looked down the barrel of a 38 one night.
Oh, jeez. She's
Yeah.
strapped too. That's scary.
Well, hey. But yeah, she's 5'3" and keeps my ass in check.
So she was pointing straight up.
Came through the door. I came through the door and I looked at it and I was like on the floor. Hey, I don't care who you are. If you're pointing at me, I'm either going to do one or two things, and I prefer not to shit myself, so I hit the floor.
Especially with this lack of toilet paper.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I heard about that. Yeah.
there was a post on Facebook, man. You know the crane machines that you go to the arcades and play where it dropped the crane? Somebody took one and filled it full of toilet paper.
Wow. Unbelievable.
That's horrible. Oh, that's funny.
Hey, I can't figure out why people are freaking out. I mean, especially whenever flu has killed more people than
Yeah.
corona.
Yeah.
It's like they were posting this thing on China. It's like they had 76,000 cases and 6,000 people died.
76,000? Jesus Christ.
76,000 cases and only 6,000 people died.
Jeez. Yeah, my sister, let me see if I can find it real quick. She posted something interesting on Facebook today.
I deactivated my Facebook account. I had the messenger, but I just deactivated it. Said nothing to say.
Yeah. First off, I stayed away from social media whenever I first got out.
I had to stay away from my computer for the first probably 3-4 months because that's what I did. Just played on my computer and drank.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I understand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she posted the majority of people recover. Out of a total worldwide confirmed cases, 40% are currently ill, 50.6% have recovered, and 3.5% have died. And that was updated 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Panic for nothing.
My friend put one on Facebook. He took a bottle of Corona and stuck it on one side of the refrigerator and took all the other food and stuck it to the other side and put a mask around it.
Oh, Jesus. That's funny. Yeah, this shit's going nuts, man. I'm not into it. I have no knowledge about it. I don't even read about it, watch the news. My brother's all into it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't watch the news at all, man. I don't like watching it. It just, people are crazy.
Yeah, fighting old ladies for toilet paper? Come on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Did you see that one where it was on Facebook? The guy stabbed a dude with a wine bottle over hand.
God.
Broke a wine bottle in a store and stabbed a dude for an over hand sanitizer.
That's stupid.
Yeah,
That's crazy, man. It's like Black Friday. The people that got killed a few years back from where they busted in the door of Walmart. And guy got trampled behind the door
For $5 off.
Yeah. What electronic did you need that bad?
Black Friday.
Yeah, Black Friday.
It's camping out for a week and shit. People are nuts, man. People are nuts. And it's the day after Thanksgiving. You give thanks, and then you trample someone to death the next day.
Yeah.
Johnny needs a TV.
Have a good night, Mark.
Welcome to America.
I think Mark's leaving.
Mark.
Off. Okay. Thank you, Cindy. Stay strong. Stay sober. Good night.
Good night.
Hi, Mark. It's probably 10 o'clock. What's it? 11 o'clock where you guys are at now?
Yeah, 11 o'clock. Yep.
It's barely 9 here.
Yeah.
Pretty nice night out here. Pretty good weather. I think it was I think it's around 49, 50 degrees around here. Last I saw. So it's pretty nice. Good breeze.
Alexa, what's the temperature? Let's see what she says.
Right now, it's 43 degrees Fahrenheit.
Nice.
Tonight, expect a low of 41 degrees. Would you like to know the weather for this weekend?
41.
Alexa, what's the temperature tonight? Dude, we've been getting rain for 3 weeks solid.
Holy
What?
crap.
3 weeks
Wow.
solid. This is the wettest year over the past
Wow.
3 months. We have gotten almost 17 inches of rain.
Wow.
I mean, my backyard is a puddle.
You got dogs?
Great.
No, I had one, but we hadn't gotten any more yet. I got a
I'm making
15-pound cat.
15-pound cat?
Do you really?
We got two
How many
stupid
dogs
cats.
you got? LT, how many dogs you got?
I got that shepherd that you see in the videos, and then I got two
saw
cats.
that.
Yeah, she's awesome. My shepherd's awesome.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
There's a cat.
Female calico.
She's pretty heavy.
This
Pretty heavy.
is a spoiled, rotten cat. Yeah.
Meow.
Nope.
Hey, where's the food?
Dude, whenever we hit the floor in the morning and 3 o'clock, you don't hear nothing until you feed her. She'll stand right up and she'll get in your way. She'll cut in front of you and everything.
Stinking cats.
Guard cat.
Oh, listen to this. Go ahead.
Well, real quick, have you guys been staying up late just thinking about your past life or the things you've done in your past?
Yeah.
And it lasts for a couple hours and all? Like, yeah.
That's the thing was when I don't know how long you said you were taking pills and stuff, but when we suppress our emotions and suppress all that crap for years and years and years,
Yeah.
and then we have to start dealing with those emotions again. And it's not just the bad ones, it's also the good, happy ones that we suppress too. So even when we get excited, we don't know what to do. But yeah, now we have to learn how to freaking feel again, and it kind of sucks sometimes.
I refer to it as you're in a coma and sidetracked from reality. In a way, that's just the term that I use, which you escape from reality.
Mm-hmm.
The world is going to hell in a handbasket, but at least we're sober, LOL. Yeah, that dude is big. That's the guy you were talking about. And you said he's 51. Yeah, he's a big dude, man. Yeah,
Come in, let me rip your head off. Good God, one bicep looked like a good grief.
You know how big a barrel chest he's got too. I'm looking at this article right here. It says 100 ravenous wild monkeys terrorize a Thailand city in search of food after the coronavirus drives tourists away. It's got a herd of monkeys just going through this town.
Unbelievable. Italy, they shut down the towns in Italy. They look like a ghost town.
That's what sucks. I'm hoping we get time off work, but where I work on an Air Force base, and they consider it mission critical. So,
That's what we got here. We got Fort Gordon here. We've got the military cyber command and the civilian cyber command right here in Augusta. And yeah, they don't play out there either. You don't get out there on that base without them searching your car, without them,
yeah,
I mean, you go out there, if you're not military, you're very subject to get pulled out of your car.
Oh, wow. No, thank you.
I don't go out there. No. I don't get paid enough. But no, yeah, one of the things that I go through a lot, like what you were just talking a minute ago, Paul. Yeah. The incident that actually put me into going to treatment. Yeah, I have dreams about that a lot. Yeah, one night, drunk as hell, high off weed, high off ice, popping Klonopins. Decided I was going to go swimming, and it's in November.
You were going to go swimming?
My dog's barking.
You were going to go swimming in November? Jesus Christ!
Got pulled out, taken to the hospital, and almost died twice from hypothermia. Yeah, I think about that one a lot.
Do you really? Yeah, man. I was up till about 4:45, and then I was up at 7:25 when I woke up, and then just awake through the whole day. And I actually got a lot done today. I actually really did a lot. Like I said, I'm getting motivated, energy, but my sleep has been coming and going.
Mhm.
I had a few drug dreams recently, you know, but and the drug dreams they seem so real,
Oh yeah, you
you
can
know.
even taste the alcohol.
Yep.
You just
You can
wake
even
up
taste
and
the alcohol, feel like you're drunk. Oh yeah. One
yeah,
time, I actually had to ask
it's
my wife if I'd been out.
Did I leave?
Did I leave? Please tell me I didn't go anywhere. No, you're here.
yeah, oh yeah, scary, man. Yeah, it seems so real.
It was like
Hey,
I was telling. Go ahead.
do you guys get the ID channel, ID Discovery
I
from
don't
where
have
you
regular
are?
TV.
Would you say you don't have cable?
I don't have cable either.
He's got internet. You can tell
Oh,
he's got internet.
I do stream and
dude, you know
oh,
what, man? You know what another addiction is? TV. Like TV addiction. Like seriously, man. Well, of course, video games. They have video game rehabs. I don't know about America. They probably do, but like out in China, Japan, like they have rehabs for video games. I think they got a rehab for everything, man.
I'm sure.
Well,
It's a
yeah, I don't
money-making
know about,
business.
I don't know about video games. No, I don't know about video games. 'Cause I accidentally turned one on. Yeah. See, I've even
Yeah,
got a.
there you guys go. I see him. I see him. The last game console I had was PlayStation 1
Nice.
back in '98. And that was it. I haven't played video games since then. It's just not my thing, man, you know?
Yeah.
But
I'll get into
but
some Black Ops, boy. I love that. Call of
Black
Duty
Ops,
Modern
yeah.
Warfare.
Oh yeah, it's
There's the one. PS3, PS4.
Do you play live?
Here's all the games. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh
Oh yeah. The only thing I ever stood in line for was, Call of Duty and all like that.
Nice.
Yeah. Although I don't like how they're getting ready, getting to where all games are DLs, where you gotta download them. I don't like that. I like actually having the physical.
Not me, because my kids trash the disc.
dude.
See, I don't
My
have that.
man, my nephew breaks everything. He's 4, and you have to constantly watch him. Like the remote controls for the Comcast, the cable, froze them, busted. I got to go to Comcast tomorrow to get the remotes.
Are you,
Because-
Paulie? Are you building a new relationship now with like your nephew and your brother and all that, sister or whatever?
Well, my brother and I, we got a good relationship. My mother and my brother, there's
See, he's got 2 cats. You gonna tell that big man about his cat?
there's just a lot. There's a lot going on, man. There's a lot going on. I can call you and tell you on the phone, deep personal things of recently what happened and all,
Yeah.
and in the past 5 years or whatever. But there's a lot going on. So, I mean, my mother is 68 and she slept next to the same guy for 46 years. And my dad's not around anymore, so that's
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Sorry.
affected
Man.
my mom. Yeah, thanks, fellas. Thank you very much. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. So, but I believe if I get better, my mom will get better. If my mother gets better, I'll get better. If my brother gets better, we'll all
Family recovery.
get better. Like I said, it is a family disease. It affects the family.
Yep.
And it does. So
Yeah, I come from a whole family of alcoholics.
do you really?
Yeah, my dad was before I was born, but then my uncles and grandpa and brother and everybody else.
My great grandfather died from bathtub gin.
Oh, geez.
Bathtub gin?
Mm.
What? I never heard that before.
Yeah, he died real young. That was during the Prohibition era and all like that. my great grandfather died during the Prohibition era, and he was making gin in his bathtub.
Mm.
Died from poison, not alcohol poison. It was basically they were mixing it with all kinds of stuff, like turpentine and all like that back then.
Oh Jesus! Wow. Yeah, there's another thing we could talk about. Prohibition. No alcohol, but they still got alcohol in, through Canada and all. Hey, do you guys have Epics?
What's that?
Channel Epics. I guess it's like Showtime, Cinemax, HBO.
Mm-mm.
Epics. It's there was a show called The Godfather of Harlem. It was probably one of the best shows I've seen in the past 10 years, 10 years of my life. It was about Bumpy Johnson, the Italian Mafia. Yeah, if you can, just read about it. It was an excellent show. Excellent show. But
I love watching stuff like that.
Me too.
It had to do with heroin in the 60s in New York. But we were just talking about prohibition, how alcohol, drugs, they've been in this country for so long. Like they're not going anywhere, Like it's such a big business. It's such a money-making big business, man.
That's the reason why they haven't legalized marijuana, because they don't know how to tax it. They could figure out how to tax it; it'd be legal tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
But they can't tax something that you can grow in your own yard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good point.
They can sell cigarettes and alcohol the way they do. Trust me, the government's trying to figure out some kind of way of,
Oh, I'm sure.
In New Jersey, they just raised the cigarette prices $1 a pack because of the schools. So every dollar is going to go to the schools.
Yeah, right.
It's a tax.
Yeah.
But yeah, right. And you're right. Yeah, but just how they just get you for every little thing, Like,
I remember going to high school and opening the boys' bathroom. Smoke would billow out. Everybody's in there hot boxing a cigarette in one of the stalls.
Yeah. Nobody can smell it either.
I went to a Catholic school with nuns and priests that taught me. Man, we stood like statues when they said stand. They didn't mess around back then.
Oh, I know.
And they could smack you back then. The nuns were allowed to smack you. And
I had a ruler across my hand many a time.
Oh, the old knuckles, huh?
Yeah.
Put them out. Boom.
Yeah, I'm Catholic myself.
Things have changed. Yeah, I really enjoy talking to you guys, man. I really do.
Yeah, I think this
Keep
helps.
up the fight, man. Remember, it's one day at a time. It's one day at a time. Keep up the fight. Yeah.
I went to 3 meetings on Wednesday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Got a sponsor yet?
Yes, I do. The first meeting started at 6. They were 5:30. The last meeting ended at 9:15. I stayed till 9:45. So that was over 4 hours. Just talking to people, it's good, man. So I really like this right now. Talking to the both of you, I do like it. And
I'm not trying to make fun of you, man.
You heard that? Yeah.
The both of you. Hey, my hometown is Chicago, Christopher, Illinois, man. So I'm Ka. Where's the Ka?
You kind of got it. Yeah, we don't say y'all. We don't say y'all. We would
picked that up when I came to the town.
Y'all. What are y'all doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
You didn't bring your truck, did you, with you? Did you bring your truck, did you, with you?
How about this one? Jeep?
Jeep yet?
Did you eat?
Jeep yet?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got it.
You eat that?
But after the meeting, me and a couple guys were smoking cigarettes, talking outside, laughing, and it's a good feeling, man. It's bringing happiness. It's making me happy, and I really enjoy it. I do. So
that's good.
Thank you to the both of yous.
Both of yous.
It means a lot. I'm glad that I'm laughing and I'm smiling and being happy. So it's good. Thank you, guys. Means a lot. It really does.
Just think, man, just every time you go to a meeting, remember, you're basically going into a meeting of a bunch of people just like you.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yep. Exactly. And I think some of the guys like really like me, and I really like them. You know, only knowing them for a week and a half to 2 weeks, or I can't put a time frame on it, but we get along pretty well. It's pretty cool. So
It's kind of cool. The IOP group that I was in was called Action Recovery, and I was in there for 5 months, and it cost me $600 out of pocket to go, and then my insurance covered the rest. But I was there for 5 months, and once you're out of there, you're allowed to go. And unlike most facility treatment centers, you're allowed to continue to go back for counseling pretty much the rest of your life.
Yeah,
that's good.
How cool they are.
Good.
You come out family.
The IOP that I had was the same way.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
people I went through it with are like seriously family to me now. We show up and it's like
good.
You're that good. That close.
That's good, man. It means a lot. And being comfortable around others, that really means a lot.
Yeah.
No nervousness, so yeah, it's good. Like in all seriousness, it's like this. Someone could say, well, just stop doing drugs. Just stop drinking, which is like, I guess
seems logical.
But there's so much more, so much more than that. It's just so much more than that. It really digs deep, so
it's character defects. If you remove the alcohol, you still got the ism.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to take care of that, and it's you. It's your brain.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Like I said earlier about the movie Titanic and the girl Mary, when I was 17. And what it comes down to is I did not change. I did choose to drink with my friends than spend time with her. So I did not change. I did not change my personality, or I did not change and do what she wanted to do. And it's a matter of changing, making changes.
Yeah.
So
I didn't change.
It's an important thing. Yeah.
It was up to me.
Yeah. It's
I changed because I was tired of it.
Yeah, me too. I got set where I work. I have to one day a week. I have to do a presentation of the 3 things that I work on and give updates and statuses. And I'd get up there so hungover or still drunk most of the time. My papers were shaking. They'd ask me a question and my mind would go blank. And I just knew just the embarrassment and shame knowing that they're like, oh, look at him. He's all shit-faced again.
That was the one thing. That was the one thing that always got me. It was in your own head. Damn, what does that person think, man? Do they know what I'm doing?
What do I smell like? Yeah. I had guys a few times come up to me, bro. Just hide out for a little bit. You stink.
It was even worse down here in the South, man, because it's so damn hot and you start sweating.
Oh, yeah.
God, dude, you'd reek.
Yeah, I could believe
I'd have to come home from work, take a shower, go back.
I think the South is a different type of heat. It's a different type of humidity. Honestly, where I'm located, the northeast section of America, I think it's a really great section. Weather-wise, I mean.
Yeah.
Like let's just say tornadoes, we don't have to really worry about, or water.
Water? What's that?
Water. It's just water, man. Water.
That's another funny. That's another Philly word. Water. Hey, can I get a drink of water? Water.
Give me a pop, man. Give me a pop.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We say pop here in Utah.
I had a glass of water today and it was freezing. That water was so cold. Yeah, water is one of them. Coffee.
Coffee.
Cup of coffee.
Coffee.
Yeah.
Don't give me the
a towel. A towel. Bath towel.
Have you guys picked up my Utah accent yet?
Well, it's different from Philadelphia, but yeah.
It was like the first time I watched Diesel Brothers, I knew instantly them boys were from Utah.
Really? Mountain and Layton. And
I didn't know where. I think you talk slower than I do. Philadelphians talk fast.
yeah, you talk pretty fast.
It's just how we are, you know.
Yeah.
Even the word talk, the way we say talk.
Yeah, talk.
So water ice, water, pretzel,
Sweet
a
taste.
bagel, hoagie, a bath bath tail.
Tail.
Yeah, we get it a lot. I'll tell you what, man. I used to dislike Boston's accent, but I kind of like the way people from Boston talk.
Oh man.
Like you know, stuff like that.
Khakis.
But Philadelphians carry an accent, man. Philadelphians have a strong accent.
Oh yeah, you definitely got a strong accent.
Do you like it, or like,
I like
you think
it.
it's fun? You think it's funny, or
It's one of those
something that
accents you wish you had.
something that you're not used to? You don't hear this every day.
No, not in Utah.
So
Oh, nice hat.
yeah,
Let me go get mine.
yeah, I like it. I can dig it. I can dig it. Yeah, water. It's it's funny. What is it? Let me see again. Hold on. Boston. Okay.
Boston Scally. Love the hell out of these hats, man. Yeah, that's
Italians.
the couple of times I've been up there. Yeah, it's an interesting place.
What, Philly?
Interesting. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people, a lot of different races, a lot of different religions. It's an old historic city. Philly's old. He's got the hat.
Which ones go?
I don't know if I have one with me. I got no,
I like
I
this
don't.
one, man. This is actually the Peaky. You know that movie Peaky.
Oh yeah.
This company's called Boston Scally. They're and this is my favorite one right here. I love this.
Okay.
I got this one in Nashville.
Oh, Nashville. How is it down there? How's Nashville?
Now I had a blast. I was drinking at the time, so I was drunk the whole time, but I had a blast.
I'm sure it's a great city, man. And what did you, Troy, say that again. What did you say? Scully? Scully? Yeah, Scaly. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, they got 6-piece. This one is actually like a baseball cap. Mm-hmm. It really is just like a baseball cap with the 2 pieces over the top. Yeah. So it's actually like a brim. Okay. The other one is more like the actual, but yeah, they like this hat.
There you go. Do y'all have a shopping? It's not y'all, it's yous.
You guys.
Well, I'm glad you guys get a kick out of it. It's natural for me, but I can see how these guys find it humorous.
You guys.
So I get it. Believe me, I get it. You don't hear this every day, so it's just the way we talk.
Yeah.
So,
it's one of those
I used to love watching Jersey Shore just to won't listen to them talk.
I'll tell you what, the Jersey Shore, they are very different. I think that they are acting too hard. You know, not really being true to themselves. That's not how Italians from Philadelphia do not act like that. Do not act like that. That's a whole nother breed of an Italian. Yeah, we actually look down on them. The Jersey Shore, the way they act or what. So, I got 8%, guys. And I'm charging it, man. I don't know what is up with this. Something's up with my charger. I gotta get a new charger or something. But you might lose me in about 10 minutes. So
yeah, I probably had to jump off here in a minute too. I got 2 videos this weekend.
You don't have a shopping buggy?
Shopping buggy.
Shopping buggy. A buddy or a buggy?
Buggy. Shopping buggy or shopping cart?
Oh, okay. Got it.
Shopping cart here in Utah.
Well, hey, guys, if you ever get the chance, go on YouTube and look up ATG vlogs or something. It's about this guy. His name's Frank, and he goes around Philly and helps out addicts, homeless people. He helps out addicts, but you really get a look at what Philadelphia is all about, man. Like on the video, one of the videos, the guy was overdosing, and the guy Frank Narcaned him and saved him.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, it's wild, man. I'll message it to you.
Okay.
I'll text you the. Yeah, it's pretty wild, man. It's pretty wild. And there's a lot of homeless in Philly, and they set out camps. They set out tents underneath the bridge. And I'll send you some stuff. I will, man. It's pretty interesting. So
Cool.
well, it's really sad, but a lot of prostitution, a lot of crime, prostitution, robbery, mugging. You know, it's
Goes
sad.
hand in hand.
Really sad.
Yeah, hand in hand.
Really sad. In Seattle, there's a lot of homeless, and a couple came up from a small town in Texas up to Seattle, and they'd never seen anything like it. They're like, "Oh man, how can the mayor or the government allow this to happen?" You know, like it's. Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on in America, fellas. A lot of shit going on, man. It's pretty crazy.
Has it always been this crazy, or are we just finally seeing the shit?
Came down out of the cloud and realized.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, ever since I was growing up, and back in '85 when I was 5, I've always remembered Philly being filthy. Sections of Philly, the neighborhoods being filthy of graffiti, crime, trash, prostitution. You know, just it's a big city. You know, it's like look at New York, man. New York's wild, man. There's a lot of people in New York. You know, so it's.
Yeah, I lost 2 cousins on 9/11.
Oh man, sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah.
At the buildings?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Oh man.
One was killed in the South Tower when it went down, and the other one got killed by somebody jumping out of the building.
Oh man.
Mhm. That was the biggest thing that they faced right there towards the. I mean, people just literally jumping out of the buildings.
Damn.
Yeah, it's
It was some tough shit right then, but that's one of the days that 44 years of living. That day, I can definitely tell you where I was and what I was doing.
Me too. I was in Las Vegas. That was the first time I smoked crack. We're doing iron work down there building iron. And then we were on our way to the Hoover Dam.
Oh yeah.
Later, Matthew.
Good night, Matt.
I did that one time, man. I was like, oh, hell no.
Yeah, I felt like I was your height. Walking through the room, I was like, whoa. So I'm only like 5'7" and 7/8.
No, it was just like the instantly. I mean, as soon as it was, I mean, you were good for about a solid 5 minutes, and the next, oh man, where, I gotta have more.
Yeah.
And it just like, boom. That's all that thought was. I was like, no.
Yep, I've heard that. I never smoked crack, but I've heard that a lot from numerous people.
One time, that was a one-time show for me.
More.
Me too. One time only.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna wind this down and go hang out with the
Where
family.
you go? We just got here.
We've been here almost an hour and a half now.
We just got here, man. What are you, 90?
No, I gotta go get that hour or 2 sleep before I wake up.
Yeah.
God bless you guys. Good for you.
Right on, brothers.
All right.
Later,
So,
LT.
What do you think about this every Friday? Having like another guest on here every Friday, talk about the week and just shoot the crap on Fridays.
Sounds good to
Ball's
me.
in your court.
Cool. I'll try it again Friday. See, I mean, tonight turned out really fun. I enjoyed it.
So did I.
Yeah, it was really good talking to you guys. I appreciate it, fellas. I really do. You know,
Keep
it
up the
was
work,
good.
man. Keep up the work.
I will.
I enjoy talking to other people.
Me
You
too.
know, just about things and getting things out and just, you know.
Yep.
So it means a lot to me. I do thank you guys.
Awesome.
So, all right, fellas. Well,
That's it.
have yourselves a good one, and I'll talk to yous. I'll talk to yous
Talk
later.
to you later. All right,
I
brother.
gotta go drink some water. So
Some water.
I gotta drink some water.
All right, guys. Later.
See you, brother. All right. Well, so Friday nights, looks like we might be doing this a little more often. Come and hang out with me. We can hang out in the chats. Join live. If you want to be on here live, just shoot me a message at recoveringaddict@gmail.com. I'll put it up here real quick. 8, because the number 8 is my favorite number. So if you want to be on the live feed, go ahead and hit me up, or I'll probably just pop on and throw it on the screen, and the first 2 people to join will hang out and chit chat. We'll see how this goes. But remember, work your program, stay strong, and remember, we recover better together. All right.